Let's understand negative interest rate. Though this negative interest rate is usually not being in the picture, but because it's an important term with respect to the prelims examination, so you must understand what is negative interest rate. Usually, when bank is accepting the deposit, they have to maintain certain statutory reserves like CRR and SLR. CRR, RBI do not provide any interest, but banks can maintain the SLR in terms of cash, gold and government securities. And if they are maintaining in terms of government securities, they can earn the interest rates from RBI. Now, after maintaining statutory reserves, bank usually invests that money in terms of loan given to the corporate sector as well as the consumer loans. Now imagine a situation after maintaining statutory reserves. Suppose CRR is 4%, SLR is 18%. So after maintaining 22% statutory reserve, bank is still left with 78 rupees. But when they went for the loan, they have given the loan worth 70 rupees. Now still 8 rupees is left with the bank. In order to help the bank, RBI has launched a facility, SDF, Standing Deposit Facility, in 2022. Under that facility, bank can deposit their surplus cash in the RBI on overnight basis and they can earn the interest. Now, after understanding this, let's understand what is negative interest rate and how it will work. Now, imagine RBI is providing the interest rate of 2% on overnight deposit. So, if bank have deposited 8 rupees in the RBI is going to pay the interest rate of 2%. But if RBI is following the negative interest rate policy, then rather than 2%, maybe RBI is going to charge the interest rate. Means RBI have announced minus 0.50% interest as a negative interest rate. Means in this condition, if bank is going to park that 8 rupees in the RBI rather than earning the interest of 2%, the 0.5% interest will be deducted and then money will be given back to the bank. So this is called negative interest rate policy. Now question is, why central banks opt such policies? For example, from 2014 to 2019, European Central Bank was having this negative interest rate policy. The Central Bank of Japan, the Bank of Japan, have negative interest rate policy for almost a decade. In 2024, November, they have removed this negative interest rate policy. So question arises, why central banks usually go for such policy? When economy is facing a deflation-like situation, demand is consistently falling in the economy, and because demand is falling, production is not also picking up. So usually central banks go for cutting the interest rate so that they can boost the demand. But at the same time, central bank can go for more aggressive push towards the bank, and bank should provide more loan to the public. Means in this case, our case, bank receive 100 rupees as a deposit, 4 rupees they have put in the cash as a CRR, 18 rupees they have put in the SLR, they have given the loan of 70 rupees and 8 rupees which is left with the bank, they have parked in the RBI to earn the interest. But now if they will park, they have to pay interest rate RBI, means the interest will be deducted by RBI on the bank. So if they will deposit 8, they will not receive more, but in fact they will receive less. So how bank can avoid this? Bank should not give this money to whom? RBI, and make more effort to provide loan to the individuals or corporate sector. So in this way, more loan given by the bank is going to create surplus liquidity, and which will further stimulate the demand. So usually this negative interest rate policy is opted by the central bank in order to push economy further, so that economy which is entering in the deflation or already in the deflation can go back again to the higher growth rate cycle. So for that purpose, negative interest rate policy is being implemented. I hope you have understood the idea of negative interest rate, and with that, we are going to start our prelims special series, and in that we are going to provide you certain quality concepts which is related to the prelims examination on daily basis. Thank you.